All right, you'll find this assignment inside of Google Classroom, and we're going to use this assignment to do two things. First thing we're going to do is learn how to turn a Google Sheet into a speed calculator with some simple little functions. And then we're also going to use the Google Sheet to create a distance time graph using the same data. So in this example, we've got young Miss Fatima on her bicycle going down the road, and we notice that it took her on her bicycle trip she went 1 meter in just 1 second, went 5 meters in 4 seconds. At 9 seconds, she'd gone 10 meters. At 13 seconds, she'd gone 15 meters. And at 18 seconds, she'd gone 20 meters. Go ahead and pause this video and enter the data as shown. Next step is we want to go ahead and turn this into a speed calculator. We want to make the spreadsheet calculate the speed for us. So to do that, we're going to create a function, and we start by putting an equal sign in the cell. And then we're going to remember that speed is always distance divided by time, so we're going to take the distance, and we're going to hit the division symbol, which is a backward slash, and the time. And we hit enter, and we get a speed of 1 meter per second, which makes sense because 1 divided by 1 is 1. Now let's add another function here. So again, start with the equal sign, and we're going to take the distance, division divided by the time, and hit that, and we get a speed of 1.25 meters per second. Now you get to keep entering the functions as you want, if you wanted, but also you can do kind of a cool thing here. You can copy that function and paste it in the remaining cells, and you move right ahead. And so we got the speeds for all the legs of her little trip down the road. Now we want to go ahead and make a distance time graph. And so what we're going to do first of all is we're going to highlight all the distance and time numbers along with the heading rows. And then we're going to go to insert. And in this spreadsheet, they call a graph, they call it a chart actually. And so we're going to insert a chart. All right. And there's the range we're going to work with. We want to go ahead and make a distance chart. All right. So we're going to move on down here. And we're going to use row 1 as our headers and column A as our labels. And so what we're going to end up doing is having distance go across the bottom of the graph, across the x-axis, and time going up the y-axis. All right. So next thing I do is need to customize it just a little bit. And so I'm going to give it a better title than distance and time. I'm going to call it Fatima's bicycle ride. All right. And enter on that. We change our title a little bit. Now I want to go ahead and label the horizontal axis. That's going to be distance in meters, right? And then I want to label the left vertical axis. I want to label that time in seconds. All right. And so what we got here is end up with a fancy little distance time graph where we can plot and kind of see the pattern that Fatima's bicycle trip took all the way down the road. We could also go back and find time at various levels in here, like between 8 and 10. We can find it at 10 meters that she went. It took her about 9 seconds. So we can find other time variations besides what's on our chart, but just by kind of using the graph along the way. Go ahead and complete the data table, the speed calculator, and a distance time graph. Remembering that distance is always going to go across the x-axis, time always up the y-axis on the side. Thank you.